Kapas, Concepcion, Tarlac City, Bamban, Anao. Oh my God, Kapas! I told you, Kapas. Yearly talaga parating nakakapasok ang Kapas, guys. Top 5. Laging top 5.
The next one in our top 5 is
Bamban, Concepcion, Tarlac City, Anao.
Tarlac City!
I told you, Tarlac City. Ang galing niya eh. Bamban, Concepcion, and Anao.
Occupying the third spot, we have Concepcion.
Yes, sasakit ako. Bamban and Anao na lang for me. I told you, pasok na yung apat ko. Anao. Anao or Santa Ignacia. Isa na lang pala. Santa Ignacia or Anao. Anao or Santa Ignacia.
And here we go to round out our top 5.
Anao. Oh, Victoria. Okay. Okay lang. At least pasok ko yung apat ko. Diba?
Ladies and gentlemen, Binibining Kanlahi 2023 top 5 finalists to the rest of
Ang galing ni Kapos. Ay, sabi ko sa inyo, bako dato si Kapos eh.
Ladies and gentlemen, your top 5! A lot of celebration is going on right now, but we do have one more hurdle
Question.
for our finalists. The final question and answer round. Nako, ito na yun. Each of our finalists will proceed backstage and will be placed in a soundproof room. Our production staff will be there to make sure that they will not hear the question.
Kaya si Kapas ang una.
Okay, so this is how it is going to go. We will have one final question for our top 5 finalists, and they will have 45 seconds to answer the final question.
Magaling to
And
si Kapas,
just as
promise.
previously, when you hear this sound, that means you only have 5 seconds to wrap up your answer, and the judges will base their decision on overall impression.
Overall impression na to. So star quality, quality of answer as well. Lahat-lahat na talaga.
Everything, the overall package and delivery for each candidate.
Yes.
This is the moment where they will see, and this is how they can tell kung sino ba talaga ang deserving na manalo. So let's call in Binibining Kapas.
Kapas, my God.
Of course, we have to make sure first na talagang nasa soundproof room iba pang finalists. So Ms. Kapas, how are you feeling that you are in the top 5?
I'm feeling a lot of emotions right now. I'm thrilled, I'm nervous, I'm grateful, and I'm excited to answer the question.
Alright, with that, I shall
Galing,
be giving you the final question for tonight. Binibining Kapas, this is the final question. According to study, narcissism is an epidemic, suggesting that Filipino youth is turning into hyper-entitled and self-absorbed generation. Do you agree? Why or why not?
For me, this generation of narcissism is an epidemic, suggesting that Filipino youth is turning hyper-entitled
Wow,
or
galing.
self-absorbed. I do not believe that. I believe
Okay.
our generation is just being fearless, being bold.
Oh my
We're
God.
being free when it comes to our emotion,
Ang
our
galing.
ideas, and what we believe in. And I stand here tonight. I'm very grateful for this opportunity because I am able to empower others. I am able to inspire
Papaya na, may
others as
nanalo na.
well. And with that, there's nothing wrong with our generation. And I believe that being fearless is really a gift. And this is my calling in life, to be fearless, to be bold, and I am answering that calling. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Binibining Kanlahi. And the next finalist that we are calling in
Ang galing ni Kapas. Mic drop.
is Binibining Tarlac City. Also, thank you so much to the crowd for supporting our candidates habang sumasagot sila. Hindi madali para sa kanila to, nakakakaba din. So thank you for supporting them habang sumasagot sila.
Yes, and Megan, just to say, yung questions from the Q&A, not just this final Q&A, medyo mabigat siya.
Oo, mabigat na tanungan pala nito.
But our candidates have been very poised and elegant in their answers. I appreciate it. Our candidates have come a long way in being able to answer and stand up to these very tough questions.
Yes, very tough and thought-provoking questions as
Yeah.
well. Alright, Binibining Tarlac City. How are you feeling that you're in the top 5?
It was really a nerve-wracking moment where I could be able to utter a word that I think I can do this. Laban!
Alright, laban na laban! Alright, so this is the question. According to study, narcissism is an epidemic, suggesting that Filipino youth is turning into hyper-entitled and self-absorbed generation. Do you agree? Why or why not?
Can you repeat the question?
Alright, according to study, narcissism is an epidemic, suggesting that the Filipino youth is turning into a hyper-entitled and self-absorbed generation. Do you agree? Why or
Why not?
Yes, I agree. Because
Okay, salungat sila ni
our generation
Kapas.
today is, I can describe it as a liberty. We are the wildest yet very competitive. We are not afraid to show who we are, and we are proud to show everyone what we truly are. We are passionate to achieve all of our dreams and desires, despite of those boundaries that shouldn't be crossed, but we managed to do so. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Binibining Kanlahi. Alright, 2 down, 3 more to go para sa ating question and answer.
Yes, and as we wait for our next candidate to come up, we will have Binibining Concepcion coming up.
Magaling din to guys. Makuda din to si Concepcion. And super ganda niya sa personal guys.
Social media and all of us having our own platforms and pages, there really is a tendency toward being self-absorbed, entitled.
Wait, baka marinig ni Binibining Concepcion. Kailangan din niya marinig.
So all these things are creeping up on us.
Dapat after ng pageant, pag-usapan natin kung ano ang magiging sagot natin.
Magkakaroon tayo ng podcast tungkol dyan.
Podcast episode na. Abangan nyo sa hashtag Behind Relationship Goals ni Bones and Popo. Ayan, Binibining Concepcion. How are you? You're in the top 5?
I'm feeling better. At the backstage earlier, I actually ate a chocolate because I was about to faint earlier.
Oh, no.
Yes, I think the chocolate helped though.
Yes, and after the pageant, I'm sure kakain ng mabuti.
Madami, I'm sure.
Madami. Alright, Binibining Concepcion, here is the final question. According to study, narcissism is an epidemic, suggesting that Filipino youth is turning into a hyper-entitled and self-absorbed generation. Do you agree? Why or why not?
I think as a youth in this generation, I can relate to this, but I do not agree. I
Yes.
believe that we
Ala, pare sila ni
are part
Kapas.
of this generation who are actually a mind-driven, a career-driven, and a goal-driven persons as well. And as a candidate, I actually advocate for different causes. In Binibining Kanlahi, we are given this chance, this platform to
Yeah.
promote for different causes.
Hala.
And I represent my generation who advocates for
Ang galing ni
causes,
Concepcion
which
din,
in
no?
my
Ang galing din
case is the
kapas.
teenage involvement movement. My advocacy wherein it relates to helping the out-of-school youth children, teenagers, and the rest of our marginalized community with the help of education. And I am lucky to be part of Concepcion who helps these children in line with education as well and scholarships programs. Thank you very
Wow.
much.
Galing, pare sila ni Kapas. Magaling.
It's also interesting to see the different kinds of answers that our Binibinings
True.
come up with.
Yes, but Megan, I think not a lot of people know, but for the Q&A, the candidates actually train for this portion. How exactly do you train for this portion?
Depende yan sa magtutrain sa'yo. Sometimes, may assignment kami na magbasa kami ng newspaper and we have to talk about a certain news clip that we read about for the day.
Oh, kita niya yan. So being up here isn't just about being poised, elegant, and looking fit. It's also about training your mental capacity.
Yes,
Being
train
up
your
to date.
mind.
Yes.
And training your speaking skills as well.
And with that,
Bamban!
we have Binibining Bamban!
Binibining Bamban, kamusta naman ang pakiramdam? Top 5.
Feels very overwhelming, but I'm very, very excited po and very proud.
Alright, so ito na ang final question.
Magaling to si Bamban din.
According to
Basta yung trio, Kapas,
narcissism is an
Bamban,
epidemic,
Concepcion.
suggesting that Filipino youth is turning into a hyper-entitled and self-absorbed generation. Do you agree? Why or why not? According to study, narcissism is an epidemic, suggesting that Filipino youth is turning into a hyper-entitled and self-absorbed generation. Do you agree? Why or why not?
For me, I do not agree because narcissism affects people to the point that it will affect their mental health.
Yeah.
And tonight, I would like to become an inspiration to others, to become a representative of every Tarlaciana. 3 reasons why I'm here tonight: purpose, passion, and perseverance. As women, our capabilities should no longer be questioned because we already surpassed the era of women oppression. We now became the trailblazers of change and continue to shatter glass ceilings. Thank you. Tarlaciana magdidiling, kailanman di magdidiling ang winning.
Maraming salamat, Binibining Bamban. Alright, one more. Binibini to go.
One more finalist.
This is so exciting, and I love how enthusiastic all the finalists are tonight, and of course, the Tarlaceños as well. Everybody is so excited.
Yes, we're extremely thankful dahil yung energy ninyong lahat nararamdaman namin, nararamdaman ng mga kandidata. So thank you very much. We hope you guys are all enjoying.
And I hope the judges are still doing fine
Yes.
over there, tabulating the scores. I'm sure it's pretty difficult figuring out kung sino ba ang papalaruin tonight.
And of course, to round out our top 5 for this final Q&A, we have Binibining Victoria!
Kamusta naman, Binibining Victoria? Top 5 ka na.
I feel really good and I didn't expect to be here. And I'm just so grateful.
Alright. I sense a nervous laugh, but don't worry. Have fun. This is your final question.
Yeah. Ang ganda niya pala.
According to study, narcissism is an epidemic, suggesting that Filipino youth is turning into a hyper-entitled and self-absorbed generation. Do you agree? Why or why not?
I think that the youth nowadays only try to express themselves to how they envision themselves, to how they want it to be, and they stay true to themselves. And I am here not just to showcase the beauty, the wit, the talent of woman. And I know I support this younger generations because I believe in their innate capacity towards success,
Wow.
towards progress, and towards anything,
Madam.
whatever they set their hearts and minds into. And as a Binibining Kanlahi, I know that I can exemplify this as a good example because youth nowadays aren't just youth. We are leaders. We are game changers. Thank you.
Oh my God, sayang. Dapat tinuloy pa niya.
Victoria. And ladies and gentlemen,
Not
that's a top
confused.
5.
Wala pa kayo po natin sila!
Ang galing ni Kapas. Saka ni Concepcion. Silang final two standing.
Yes, ipag-pray namin kayo. And as we wait for the verdict, it's now time to say farewell to a proud Tarlacenyan who made the whole province of Tarlac